Is your home right now? Can you sleep at night without bugs crawling on you and your children?
Well, if so, you're luckier than some people in the tri-state. Furnaces and boilers not doing very well early in the season are really struggling now, and in some cases they're not working at all. Local 12's Rich Jaffe joins us now with a look at problems in one building we've seen before. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Cammie. The building is at 4137 East Galbraith Road in Deer Park. Building and health inspectors have been there many times over the years, and they've been back there a lot recently since we showed up there in late November. Inspectors tell me the problems continue, and now the owner is headed to court. Now, we didn't have to ask who owns this building. We already knew. I met Kathy Thomas outside her building today, and as we walked in, I noticed ice on a number of the windows. That's the inside of the windows. In the apartment Kathy shares with her brother and 2 grandchildren, with jackets on, the temperature was tolerable, to a point.
It's cold in here all the time. Me and the kids freeze constantly. We sit around with sweatshirts. Sometimes we have our winter coat on, it's so cold. That's ridiculous. She needs to fix things and make things right.
She is Phyllis Krug, the owner of the building. I talked with her today on the phone and back in November when we were here the first time. Police and Time Warner fraud investigators cut the illegal cable theft clearly visible on the front of the building back then. A health inspector also showed up and wrote multiple violations, as did the building inspectors. But since then, new health department orders have been written because of the bugs in the building, something Kathy says has actually improved a bit. This trap on the kitchen counter has only been down since Monday.
The roaches are not running all rampant through the house, just in the kitchen. They are terrible. I don't care what time of night you go out there. All the dishes could be done. Everything could be done. And the roaches are there. They're crawling everywhere, even though the exterminator's been here twice.
One of the earlier violations was a lack of smoke detectors, something that's been corrected.
Somewhat fewer roaches and you got smoke detectors, so that's a start.
But now I got bed bugs.
And as for the cold, every window in Kathy Thomas's apartment has a layer of ice on it. And the temperature on the windowsill or the window handle that doesn't work is clearly freezing. Around the back of the building, we also found a missing downspout and a vehicle with a broken window and tags that expired back in September. Now, according to the building inspector, Phyllis Krug was hit with 10 new citations on Monday. Mrs. Krug says all those violations got fixed by Tuesday. However, the building inspector tells me nothing's changed. So we'll see. Mrs. Krug is due in Mayor's Court on the new citations January 20th. In the newsroom, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cammie?
This is just horrible, Rich. Thank you. And Mrs. Krug told us that the building has been in her family for many years and that all the recent problems are caused by Kathy Thomas and her brother. Now, we did point out to her that both the Hamilton County Health Department and the Deer Park building inspectors wrote her, that's Krug, citations, not her tenants.